Let's go to the United States to meet our own very Terese Tande, who is the lady behind this whole program, Cooking with Terese. She prepared this morning fufu and eru.
Because we're shooting our 25th episode. Yay! And for this special day, I am going to be making one of my favorite dishes from Cameroon, eru. Let's come back and talk some more about that dish. Eru is a very healthy vegetable that is grown across West Africa. It is known as eru in Cameroon and okazi in Nigeria. It is loaded with minerals, vitamins, and high in fiber. It is actually water-based. Although a lot of people think that eru is not healthy because it is cooked with palm oil is actually very nutritious for you when used in moderation. Eru is usually served with water fufu, but we're going to give it a healthier twist today. We're going to serve it with oat bran. Oat bran is very low in calories and very high in fiber and other nutrients. Cooking eru is a very lengthy process, so I have already done a lot of the prep work. Now let's find out what will be going into our dish today. Here is some cow skin, tripe, known as towel in Cameroon, and some smoked fish steamed in some salt, bouillon cube to taste, and some hot pepper. We also have steamed beef. I have the broth sitting in the pot. I will also be using some crayfish. That's just crayfish that has been ground. I will also be using some palm oil in moderation. Next is spinach. Spinach is a good substitute for water leaf when you cannot find it around. I will be using fresh spinach today, but you can also use chopped frozen spinach. I have my spinach cut and steamed for about 10 to 15 minutes already. Next is our eru. I will be using dry eru. So if you're using dry eru, remember to soak your eru in cold water overnight before use. Again, for a healthier alternative, we'll be using oat bran. I will blend my oat bran to powder form. Once I blend it to powder form, I will cook it like you would cook any kind of fufu. Now we'll start cooking our eru. In the pot is just my broth from steaming my protein. I am going to add my steamed spinach and let it cook just for about 5 minutes. Then I will bring in my eru. Our spinach has been cooking in our broth for about 5 minutes. At this point, I'm going to add some bouillon cube or Maggi and a pinch of salt to taste. Now we'll add our eru. We've added our eru, and this is what our dish looks like at this point. I will stir here for another minute and then let it steam for about 2 to 3 minutes. Next, we'll add our crayfish and let it steam for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now it's time to add our steamed protein. Now it's time to add our palm oil. We'll let that cook for about 5 minutes, then we'll mix everything together. While we have our eru rounding up, I will quickly make my oat bran fufu. I have my water boiling. I am going to add my ground oat bran to the water. I'll stir and let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. This is what our oat bran fufu looks like at this point. It is cooked. Let's check on our arrow and finish up this dish. Looks like our oil is cooked. It's now time to stir and bring everything together. Our arrow is all done. Let's come back and serve. Doesn't that look mouth-watering? Well, folks, we are all done. Today we made arrow served with oat bran fufu. Let's take a closer look at our dish. Remember, arrow is a very nutritious vegetable, and palm oil is very nutritious as well when used in moderation. Thank you all so much for tagging along with me for the past 25 episodes. I cannot wait to see what the next 25 hold for us. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Cooking with Terese, where we're already at 100,000 fans. Yay! And also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cooking with Terese. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Remember, eating healthy does not have to be boring. Bye-bye and see you next time.